Hey everybody, welcome back to the Booshakalakapodcast. I'm your host, Tiffany, joined my co-host, Pierre.
Mom suffers from an acute case of Paul Lynn syndrome. She just thinks I'm special.
Mm-mm.
Another gay movie.
Oh, well, happy Pride Month. We are continuing on. I just realized how gay this movie was.
Did you? I was like, what the
It is really gay, but it's very accepting.
For 1987? I was like,
very accepting.
But maybe, because when did Tu Wong Fu come out?
In the 90s.
Okay, because I was just like, what is Hollywood doing? I'm like, this is odd. Like, it was,
he was doing everything.
Very progressive.
That snap was aggressive. I can't even snap that hard. But yeah, we're here for 1987's Mannequin synopsis. A young artist searching for his vocation makes a mannequin so perfect he falls in love with it. Finding the mannequin in a store window, he gets a job there.
Are
I
you
hate
okay?
that.
Are they okay? You want to talk to
mean,
them?
that's kind of what happens.
Kinda, okay.
Well, we'll go. But actually, we start this movie off in ancient Egypt. I did not remember that part.
You should have, because that would have vetoed this damn movie. Because we start off in ancient Egypt, and I'm just looking for the Egyptians.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Because why is she in the tomb wrapped as a mummy?
She was
hiding.
You
know what it reminded me of? The beginning reminded me of The Hot Chick. Like, a woman doesn't want to get married.
You're right.
She prays to the gods. Oh, I don't want to. She doesn't want to get married to this guy. He's like a dung farmer or something like that.
They might have made good money back then.
Hello. And so she prays to the gods. Her mom comes. She's like, girl, you marry this man. She's like, no, mom, I want to find my true love. I don't want to do this. Da, da, da. And she vanishes with no explanation.
And now it's 1987.
And Jonathan over here, he works at a mannequin factory where they make mannequins. He's pretty normal. Well, normal. He's a pretty regular guy. The thing is, he's an artist, so he takes
and he's
too
sensitive
long.
About his shit.
Thank you. He takes too long to actually make the mannequin. They're just supposed to just assemble them, give them out. He want to make them pretty. Make them all nice. Like, give them unique personalities. He's artistic. That pisses off his bosses because, again, this is a business. This is about production, not about what they look like. I was a bad girl. Ooh,
beat.
Talking about a sad girl. Ooh,
toot, freak out. Beat.
So he keeps getting fired. And then he go on a string of jobs. Baby,
he was blowing a balloon. He was cutting hedges.
Everything.
I feel like he would have really succeeded in that lawn care.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he was making animals and stuff.
Especially, hello, Disney.
Oh.
Like, that, I was like, it's like, I mean, I guess because he was in, what, is that supposed to be New York, Chicago? When they have big buildings.
Philadelphia.
Okay, so I just feel like he should have went on down south and got a Disney job, or California, but that would have been perfect for that. Making little mouse ears,
or to the really expensive neighborhoods where the manches are, and hooked up their hedges and stuff. I knew a lady who called mansions manches. Irma, I hope you're doing very well, Irma.
I will accept it because that's what it's called. But yeah, he just keeps getting fired. He got a girlfriend, Roxy.
Who does? I don't think, is she his girlfriend, or are they just dating? I'm not quite sure.
It seems like she's giving him a chance, and
she gives him the boot immediately when she finds out he ain't got no job. She said, "You know what? Call me when you got some money. Bye, because I'm not finna get on your motorcycle and we go get a hot dog every time we go out. Hot dog and a ball game. What is this, Wishmaster? We're not doing this again."
Well, this was the 80s, so you kind of had to make sure he had some money.
Yeah,
but
his motorcycle breaks down.
And he ends up seeing his mannequin that he designed in the beginning of the movie in the window at a store. And he's like, "Oh my God, it's you. I haven't felt as artistic as when I made you," and all this, and ciao. So he ends up getting a job there. How did he get a job there? Wacky inflatable arm man bullshit.
Wacky wailing flailing arm man. Arm
So
man.
the owner of the store is coming out of the store, and a sign like final destination.
Yeah.
It was her time to go, and he intervened. He stopped her death. He on the sign. But that was maybe stupid. I'm giving the 80s too much. That was just, I just feel like that was really good effects. Like that was a really good stunt and everything with him swinging on the sign. Okay, I'm giving it too much.
Okay, Tarzan. The lady was already out of the way. Why did he jump on it? I was just trying to figure that out. He doesn't, but Claire, who is the owner of the store, gives Jonathan a job at Prince & Company. And when they go, it was so funny. When they go in the store, he was like, oh, maybe it'll be really great when it opens. She's like, we are open. It wasn't nobody in there but dust bunnies and coworkers. Nothing. Dust. But we failed to mention he used to work at Illustra. That was where he was making the mannequins at. And Illustra, the inside of Illustra.
Roxy.
Well, Roxy works. The inside of Illustra looks like the inside of a fucking Mylar balloon. Threw up and popped. It is silver streamer door decoration party city. It looks disgusting in that store. And Prince & Company is a very sophisticated boutique. Think like Bloomingdale's, Macy's, and we just got out of Burlington over there at Illustra.
Don't do Burlington.
You know Burlington be a mess. We're not even gonna act like Burlington.
But if you need a coach, if you need something,
the fuck up. You're right. He gets a job. He calls Roxy. He's like, hey girl, I'm gonna take you out tonight. Be ready at 8. She's like, all right, you got money. We can do it. Let's go. Jonathan sees the mannequin and he's talking to the mannequin, and happy Pride Month. Here comes Hollywood Montrose. I love Hollywood. Hollywood is great. Hollywood is accepting. Mm-hmm. I love it.
He's one of the window designers. And it seems like everybody, I would say most people accept him. The security guard really don't. Felix, he don't really care for him. He calls
him a fairy.
Yeah, he calls him something else. There's a lot of homophobic banter. Like
he called him Mary. I'm like, is that where they get Mary from?
Like, Mary.
Yeah, no, that's what they call. Oh, Mary. Mary. It's all the gay terms. I didn't know that. I think that might be a little popular in the drag scene. So
is it Mary Tyler Moore?
No, just I don't know. Oh, maybe I don't know, but they just say Mary. Yeah, I've heard that a lot. And then we meet Captain Maxwell and Rambo, Renham cops, as I like to call them. We don't know why Captain Maxwell has this animosity. God, I can't talk. Animosity towards Jonathan, but we do find out a little later because he is just like, he hates him. What is going on? What did he do to you?
Well, I mean, he called him a bigot, which was what he deserved. That's the only thing I'm like, maybe.
Well, yeah, but I mean, to the extent that we see, like, moving further on in the movie. But Jonathan's putting together his window display, and the mannequin just comes to life. How?
See, that's how I know I don't remember this movie.
Okay, so let me tell you. Wikipedia, this is what Wikipedia says. She says she has existed for centuries as a muse, sometimes inhabiting the works of an artist she admires and inspires. There we go. So she comes to life because
number 2 had a better thing, but okay. I'm glad that was included in the movie because nothing she would have said would have made sense because she tells him how she met Christopher Columbus, which that didn't age well. She met she dated Christopher Columbus. She met Michelangelo, but he wasn't interested in her. He was dating some guy. Who was David? I was like, who? Never mind.
Goliath? No, that would be a little bit too far.
I mean the statue of David. But I just realized it's gross. But
we all know why she left him. We've seen that.
But
she's never found true love. She's never found true love out of all the men that she's ever been with. And he's just like, okay. And you know what? She wants to have a good time with Jonathan that night. And he stands Roxy's ass up. He don't even call her nothing. He was desperate for Roxy. But this blonde girl called me, bye, Roxy.
I mean, it is Kim Cattrall.
Her body was banging in this movie. Oh my God. Yeah. She looked good. Mm-hmm. Let's go, Samantha.
So
Mary.
So what she does is over some time, I can't really tell, but she starts helping him with his window displays, and it starts bringing like more business to the store. And the owner of Illustra, I don't like that because it's spelled ugly. Illustra, he basically wants it to go out of business so that he can buy it and expand and because they're right across the street from each other. So he takes notice of that. But yeah, it's a lot of business coming through. Everybody's just amazed by his window displays. I get it. That's a city thing. I would have.
But I mean, you got to think it's the 80s. If they do that now, nobody's going to give two shits. But it's the 80s, and the mannequins are. I think what the big thing is, the big get is they're changing every day, and they're like dramatic. It's not like he's just putting a different T-shirt on them. He's like he had them riding bikes on one scene, playing tennis on another, so they're actually in movement, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, and Hollywood over there on a diet, trying to throw himself out trying to throw himself out the window. What's his boyfriend's name who broke up with him?
I don't know. He said it like 80 times. I want to say Austin, but I know it's not Austin.
It ain't no damn Austin. I thought it was Bumert. But
Harold Henry,
something old and black. But Arthur. But
let's go with Arthur.
So yeah, their friendship gets closer. He starts to notice him talking to the mannequin, things like that. And again, like Tiffany said, he's very accepting. He's just like, okay, well, do you? And I'm
do you think, cuz?
Okay. And I'm just like, well, all right. Well, this is a thing. And he starts to fall in love with her. It starts getting serious, but again, he getting hated on because not only is there the security guard there, but old boy nerd. I don't even know what his job is.
Mr. Richards, who is the manager of Prince and Company. He is Jonathan's manager. But we find out that he's secretly working with BJ, who is the manager of Illustra. And yeah, so he's trying to sabotage Prince and Company so that BJ can buy Prince and Company. Yes. Golly. So many names.
Yeah. So of course he hates Jonathan as well. And he's just on him to the point that the owner is like, bitch, you fired. And not only are you fired, but you and your little dog too, the security guard and his bulldog get fired.
Rambo
get fired as well.
Yeah.
So and damn, they say something to her, and she was like, it reminded me of when Joan Crawford was like, "Don't fuck with me, fellas." I don't remember what they said to her, but she was like, "Don't play with me." Like she's a feisty old lady. Like she's not like just some.
Yeah, you know who that is, right?
No. Am I gonna scream?
Sophia from Golden Girls.
Are you?
Yeah, that was Estelle Getty.
She looks so okay. I forget
she was the youngest really, one on the cast.
Yeah, she wasn't really old, but
she was older, but she wasn't as old as everybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they get fired, and Claire, who is the owner of Prince and Company, makes Jonathan the president of the department store.
That was a big
man. I just need to meet the right people. I ain't met the right people in life. Come on. Dang.
Such an extreme promotion. Like maybe he would have been the manager, but girl,
visual merchandising, maybe.
But okay.
Not vice president of the entire store. Is she the president of the store? So she like, you right under. She got no kids or nothing that can take that role. Claire said, "Whatever you do, you bringing me money, honey. So I ain't worried about it." This part, So Emmy, who is the mannequin, can only show that she's human to Jonathan. So when anyone else comes around, think about like when Chucky turns back into a doll. She turns completely into a mannequin. So there have been so many run-ins where Jonathan is talking to her and she just freezes. Yes. And Jonathan tells Emmy, well, you know what? You've been stuck up in this department store all week. Let's go for a ride on the town. He puts this damn mannequin on the back of his motorcycle and she just...
To the Roxy seeing with her, she's like, what the hell is going on? I think you crazy. He like, girl, you don't know nothing. And drives off. She go and she almost had sex with. I don't even know what the point of him was in the movie.
I don't know, but I feel like Roxy was sexually abused this entire movie. Like everybody was trying to gang up on her. It was a lot. And she slapped him around, but they didn't care. They liked that shit. It was too much. I didn't like the Roxy abuse, but I mean, Roxy does go batshit crazy towards the end of the movie. But like, she was justified during the middle.
Yeah. He go driving with this motorcycle. Of course, Richards and what's his name? Maxwell.
Maxwell.
They follow him because Wirt has assigned them to take the mannequin. Why? He's just like, oh, because it's a rumor that, you know, he been doing things with the mannequin. So maybe, you know, he doesn't really, because I mean,
why would that have anything to do with it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like,
yeah.
Do you believe that that's his inspiration? Because why would you take this one mannequin?
Well, yes. So okay, I kind of got it now. They're taking the mannequin to lure him to their store.
Oh, yeah, because he's trying to give him a job offer.
Because they want him to be their window dresser so he can get all the people there. Yes, that's correct. That's exactly
I forgot what it is. He was like, I want to offer him a job. But
yeah, while I was talking, it came out.
That's still, I mean, think about that. Like, oh, we're going to go into the store and take this thing that we think he likes and he'll come over and like, okay. It was just an elaborate
they did offer him. I need you to.
Yeah, they already offered him a job and he turned
where your phone is. They offered him a little further, $60,000 a year. What is that in 1987 dollars?
A lot. I'm guessing it's a lot.
It might be like $100K. I mean, shoot. To work at a department store? Baby, what is he making as his vice president role? He should have definitely got
an increase.
A bonus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I assume he's doing good because we never saw his apartment. Because he don't take her to the damn apartment where he has privacy. He only be in public. But yeah,
yes, he is screwing her on the department store floor in a hammock.
Hold up, because the chase scene was hilarious. She's flicking him off, but you know she gets stuck. You know they turn away. She flick him off.
That's when they were on the motorcycle.
He ends up losing them.
Richards. Not Phillips and Richards. Phillips and Maxwell are following him on a car. They're in hot pursuit.
Yeah, and he ends up losing them in an alley, and their car gets stuck in between the alley. Like this is Batman. I'm like,
and so the street went. Ooh.
Yeah, and they just stuck at the top. I'm just like, okay, but yeah, they go and they screw. This was a terrible sex scene. They in the tent coming out, and I was like, what are they trying to tell the audience?
So you're in a department store. I know there's a bed in there. There's gotta be. Why are we screwing in a hammock in a tent on a fur skin rug? What is going on?
Go to his apartment. But they screw and then they go and they all on the hammock and just naked and she's like, oh,
and they do tell each other they love each other.
Yes. But he just, I don't know if he was just asleep or if he was going to sleep. She's like, I'm about to go get back in the window.
Yeah, so they were sleeping. I mean, he was drained, if you know what I mean. And she tells him that she's gonna go get back in the window, time for the display to open, and she leaves and he just falls back asleep. So the co-workers come in and they see him asleep on the floor and they're just staring at him. I'm like, nobody gonna say, hey, wake up? Nothing like that.
There were customers too, but in the meantime, like while he's asleep when he's in the window, the two crooks
Maxwell,
Marty and Marty and old boy from Home Alone.
Terrence and Philip.
The Home Alone gang, the Wet Bandits, they come in and they take her out of the window and she's gone. So yeah.
No, they took all of the female mannequins from the store because this fool couldn't remember which one was which.
Yeah. So and they take him and put him in the back. He wake up, all the customers, everybody staring at him, clapping and cheering, and I guess they maybe thought it was another display, like in the middle of the store, even though he's naked. But you know, he runs out, and you know, Hollywood's like, you know, yeah, they stole all the mannequins. And he runs out. He's like, damn, they stole this one. So he freaks out. But I mean, the plan worked because he go right on over to work, and he go up in there pissed, mad, like literally like somebody took his girlfriend. He hit him up against the wall. He like, you know, he offers him another job. He like, look, where's my beach? And then Roxy's like, wait a minute, you let his beach more than me, but I'm the beach. And literally. So she storms off. And he's like, where you going? Where you going? Baby, Roxy going down, baby. Your street in it. And she was
twisting so fast in them heels, running to go get it.
She turns on the trash compactor and she basically puts all the mannequins that they had taken on the line.
It was the thing that Chucky died in. It was like a wood chipper.
And
in that freaking department store. It was crazy. It was crazy strong.
You've been making me laugh since the Tarzan comment because I thought about overcompensating. But the
no, wasn't that George of the Jungle?
Oh, damn it, it was because Brendan Fraser. But
watch out for that tree.
Like, I gotta go rewatch and see how terrible that movie really was. But as she turns it on, a bunch of debris comes, and then she gets knocked out, and she's just under the debris. So she's in there. I mean, she's not in any real danger, but I mean, they don't know where she is, and she's trapped under rubble. I mean, it can get dangerous eventually. So here come I don't even have a hero name for him. Here come Rick from The Mummy. He runs in there to save the love of his life. That the mannequins are just going in, boom, 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 boom. When it gets to her, he jumps, he catches her hand, he's struggling. I don't know how heavy mannequins are, but he's struggling.
But I feel it would have been better before what happens next. So he's struggling to hold on to her. She's in mannequin form, and he's trying to pull her out. So think of going up a conveyor belt, and then straight down is where the doll is. So the doll is hanging there, and he's trying to pull. He's trying to get his stance right. He's trying to pull. Nothing. And she turns human. I would think she'd be heavier. As a human than as the doll.
All those
but she's
organs.
like trying to pull him up. She's trying to help him pull her up. And in the meantime, in between time, Hollywood is out in the damn tunnel in the bank with a damn water hose spraying down the police officers that they called.
Yeah, because word called security and the police, and so they're chasing them. And Hollywood is helping, like very effectively by them, because I know them water hoses hurt.
Yes, definitely. It's like all the pressure, but he's pulling, and we see one of the workers down there that works in the trash chute room. He turns off the conveyor belt, and Jonathan is able to pull Emmy up. He pulls her up. He gives her a big hug, and she looks, and she's like, wait, the trash guy can see me too. I'm human. Nobody explains how that happened. So I guess he had to save her life or put his life in danger for her, and that's how she became human. I don't know. And then we see the security guard pulling up mannequins trying to kiss them to see if they're going to come to life too.
Yes. They cut off the water pressure. So Hollywood snaps and disappears.
Gets arrested?
I don't know. He snaps and runs away. So I just assume he disappeared. Gays have magic. Pride Month. Pride Demon.
What?
You haven't seen the graphics for that?
No.
Like these, the right they made
Pride Month looks like you're saying demon.
Like, yeah, if you put it like together, like Pride Month, and then you take away the PRI and in the TH, it's demon. So they like the right made a graphic where it's like Pride Month, demon. So of course the gays took that, revamped it, and made it their own. And they're like, they have demons and heels and all. Yeah, I thought you saw that. It's really.
I mean, I gave you a little bit of gay knowledge, Mary, and you gave me a little bit of gay. So okay, Happy Pride Month again.
But yeah, he snaps and disappears, and they all come in. They see him with Emmy, and she's just there, and they're like, "Wait, where's the mannequin?
Where the mannequin at?"
Right. And here come I was about to call her Phyllis Diller. Wow. Claire, and she's like, "Hey, arrest these two for theft and vandalism, all that stuff. I have them on tape." And then she's like, "And I'm getting you for conspiracy work." So yeah, the police take them away. Jonathan like, "Hey, what's on? You might have saw something on that tape." She's like, "I only saw what I needed. I saw you fucking a mannequin." Because I assume it would just be him and the mannequin because she wasn't human yet. And this woman is just a blue, like, "I only saw what I needed. I saw you rubbing."
But does she? Now I wonder, does she have a hole?
No, it would be just.
But I'm just saying, because that would just be crazy. Because imagine like her on, like if he just
rubbing on wood.
Of him.
Like what Hollywood said. I don't want to interrupt you while you getting wood. So maybe he was just rubbing on the wood. I don't know.
You're right. But it doesn't matter. Jonathan,
he did design her though. He did design her. Ew.
She did have nice boobs. But Jonathan and Emmy get married in the store window of the Pinson Company. Claire's the maid of honor. Hollywood is the best man. Jonathan, I understand Emmy doesn't have any friends or family in this century, but do you? Moving on. And a lot of
that makes so much sense. He don't have no friends. He don't call nobody. Like, it's a very contained kind of movie. Like,
they're getting married in a freaking window display. What is that? 2x8? Like, what are we doing here? But people start clapping, and we get the best song ever. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world falls down around us, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Whoa, whoa. I thought that song was at the end of Mannequin 2 on the Move. So when this went off, I was like, hey! Turned it up so loud. Love that song. It's a fucking amazing song. Don't care what anybody thinks. Amazing. Should have won an Oscar.
For your life.
Should have won an Oscar. But yeah, that's Mannequin. Rating system: 5 would watch annually, 4 would watch without bathroom breaks, 3 would watch but also scroll on your phone, 2 would fast forward to get to the end, and 1 would throw the TV, media, unsubscribe, it's gone, it's out the window. I'm gonna give it a 4. I like this movie. It was cute. It was corny. It was goofy. We had the 80s montages. You know, you saw Emmy getting dressed up, dancing around the store. Kim Cattrall looked fucking banging. It was funny. It was cute. It was a blast from the past. And that song, top tier. Top tier for me.
I'll give it a 2. It was 8. There are better romantic comedies. I'll say that.
Oh, of course.
It just was. And then I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Pygmalions of the world. It's just like that story where the guy creates the thing and then the thing gets life. I just personally don't like those stories. So that's just the English kid in me. But it wasn't horrible. I would suggest anybody to watch it. It's just not my kind of romantic comedy. Like, I like slapstick shit. There was no poop involved. So yeah.
Gross. But yeah, I hate you. So yeah, that will do it for Mannequin. And next week, we're just going to go ahead and review Mannequin 2 on the Move. Now, this was one of my favorites.
And I'm like, this one makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, there's an actual story and a reason why she's a mannequin instead of, I don't want to be married to that man. Poof.
There were so many other options, gods.
Is that all it takes?
But see, because she wasn't really Egyptian. That's so the Egyptian. That's what it was. The Egyptian gods were like, you praying to us, but let's go ahead and do this with you. Because I'm like that.
What is that stupid TikTok thing? The Egyptians said the best thing you can do in life is die. Or the best thing you do in life is turn into a mannequin.
Yes, very much so.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye. Where did you hide it, Dan? Please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, Booshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at Booshakalakapodcast.